definitely made it look a lot more aggressive. On the Blazer, the shock brackets come down through here, and the rear shocks go here, and then they go up to the frame. Well, calipers are in the way of that, so I knew that was going to be a problem, but I thought I would be able to just swap the brackets side to side. But the surprise was the brackets are the same left to right. They just changed the way they put the bracket on the end of the housing so they could use the same caliper mounts left and right, and they don't have to make two different ones. But they can't turn it over to put the caliper behind because that's different. I'll walk out to the Blazer and show you how those shock brackets are so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Out in the barn, there's the poor old Firebird waiting its turn. It's soon, it's really soon. Okay. There, you can see how close that is to the side there. So I can't really move the shock inboard to clear the caliper. And yeah, there's not really much I can do besides move that caliper to the back part of the housing. So we'll see what we can do there. After walking back in, it gave me a couple minutes to think about this. So I know I can't cut this flange off and rotate it because it's welded here and here. So there's no way to cut that off without completely destroying it. So that's not an option. So I think really my only option that makes any kind of sense anyway is just turn this over and re-drill the brackets here. So I guess I'll do all the cutty, grindy, drilly type fabrication things. So it's a little late in the day to start, but it's got to get done. So here we go. Have this all done. Well, not done. All the pieces put on. Got it drilled. And then you can see I've got it marked to cut. Make it look like it did originally. And that's what it takes to turn this pattern upside down on this. A lot easier than cutting the flange off, but still plenty of work. See if I can get this cut out. Probably, hopefully, call it a night. Well, we've got this housing pretty well put together. The cover is glued on and rated for gear oil. I got the flanges done on both sides. The boys got the Blazer in for me and getting ready to pull this rear axle out. They got the tires, all four tires off because we're going to put the new ones on. Just finally got the other two wheels, so we'll get the other two tires mounted on those and we'll get them on the Blazer. So pretty excited to see that. So yeah, we'll get this housing out, or Caden will get the housing out after it gets done. I got a couple little things I got to wrap up while he does that, and then we'll see what we got to do to get this housing in, make it drive again.
Okay. That's a little heavier than I remember. Yeah.
So, update.
Well, so I've just been working on my tailgate.
Yeah.
Just making this piece kind of fit in there. That's kind of what was left of it.
So, rust holes in it. It was bad.
Anyway.
Right?
Yeah, that's why we're fixing it, so. Anyway.
So, update. Game's gone. That project's on a pause, but over here, the wheels that last time that weren't here, got here, so we're putting them on the tires. So, yeah. And then over here, they got the axles on transmission stands, and got the leaf strings painted. What has happened? But yeah. So another update. Chad's got it all taken place on either side, and we got that tire done, spare tire done, and we're working on this right now. Just need to get this done. Right, Dad?
Yep. Yep, you guys are wrapping up the last beadlock, huh? Pretty cool.
Yep.
Back out on the Blazer here. So last night I was able to get the housing up in, got the pinion angle set, spring perches are welded in, have the bump stop brackets all tacked together, ready to weld. Before I weld those, I'm going to build new shock brackets, so I just better get to work. So yeah, Dusty got that all welded up for me. Looks pretty good. This is strong. We'll just have to drill and tap a couple holes in it for this plastic piece that goes across the top of it. This is what the bump stop actually hits, and it's fairly soft and smooth and slick.
Hey, so I was just combing my hair, and it made me think about Ben sending you that comb.
Found a comb in the door.
I dare you to comb your hair with that.
I am not gonna do that.
Maybe you can send it to Chad. Oh wait, he doesn't have any hair.
Why, Mr. Baldy over here. But I was like, you know, Ben.
Politically challenged. Get it right.
No.
But Ben, you do know I have a whole bunch of boys.
Yeah, we don't.
And Dusty could use it on his beard.
You know, I got a couple, but you can never have too many combs and brushes for this thing.
Yeah, it gets a little unruly.
And especially Kyler. Kyler so could use a comb. I mean, that's what he does. He would use that comb great, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you'd like that comb?
Maybe.
You
All
have
the
to
stuff
pressure
on it?
wash it first.
But
He's wearing the perfect shirt for me having his back today.
yeah. But it begs the question, should I buy more keeps and fewer car parts? Or more hats and fewer car parts, or what? Or just more Bics?
More Vicks.
More Bics,
Just
okay.
shave it all off.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that keep sure seemed to work for Papa Dar, so maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got that full on afro going.
Yeah. get the Fabio look going there. So yeah, thanks Ben. Thanks Ben.
I'm curious if Ben took his hat off, what it looks like under his hat.
I don't know if I've seen him without a hat on.
Yeah.
Never. He probably looks just as bad as Dad.
I don't
No,
know.
I don't
Tip
think
your
so.
head, put your face down. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
He's got the Bishop cul-de-sac starting there.
What's your update?
Okay. Got the bump stop pads
Energy.
in place.
Try again.
Sorry. The problem is I start talking about this, I have to switch gears, and I'm thinking about how this is going to go, and then the part of my brain that sends the words to my mouth, it shuts down completely. So then when I have to start sounding semi-intelligent, it doesn't happen. I'm just a bumbling fool over here.
Yeah, his brain's just like, shut up and go to work, buddy.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I've been conditioned my whole life to do. So, okay, let's try this again. We got the pads in for the bump stops. They're tacked in anyway, so we'll get those welded in here shortly. Trying to build the brackets for the shock mounts. Dusty was able to get them all ground. It's great to have Dusty back in the shop. He got these all ground, so we're just getting them fitted, and then we'll get those welded in. I think we've got everything for both sides pretty well done. So once we get them welded in, then we'll a couple of gussets on them, and they'll be ready to paint. Then we can do the wheel ends, get the brakes and everything done. So getting close.
He makes it sound like it's going to happen today, but between all of this, lunch, taking breaks for the kids, it might not.
We should be able to get it.
Should be able to get
We
it
got the
done.
majority of the hard stuff.
Yeah, we got
done.
most of the fab work done.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of welding stuff in, and then the rest of it bolts in. So as long as the distractions aren't too terrible today, we might get it done.
Hint, lady.
Oh, we gotta have.
Oh!
If we're talking about distractions, I mean, come on. I think you got to take the cake on the distractions.
Yeah, well, we got to put up with her since she's running the camera,
No,
I'll just
And
give
she-
it to Corbin.
and she makes her meals and stuff. So it's okay. You can distract
You
us on it.
can.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You better be.
All right, we got this shock mounts on. Just need to clean it up. It's ready to paint. Dusty's got welding on this other one. Looking pretty good. Yeah, that shock mount looks good. Just need to clean up all the grease from welding. Bump stop pad looks good. We're ready to put some U-bolts on it. Okay.
Update.
Somebody's got to have some enthusiasm around here. I walk around like Eeyore all the time. Well, we got...
He's not that bad. It's just when the camera turns on, he doesn't know what to do and his brain shuts down.
Yeah, it barely works on a normal day, so...
It's in the genes. You feel the same way? The brain really
I
works?
missed it.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was zoned out.
Well, that answers that.
we got everything welded on. Both the shock mounts are on, and everything's all nice and pretty. Cleaned up all the dingle balls.
Dingle balls. Dingle balls.
Well, yeah, it's the little sparks that come off your weld and burn themselves into the steel. They're called little dingle balls.
Or into your skin.
Or into your skin, yeah. Ears, belly buttons, yeah, it's great. Anyway, got everything all cleaned up. Ready to get it all turned black. So then once it's painted black, we can get the.
I thought you'd
brakes
take
and
it
stuff.
out to paint it.
It's in.
Paint it black.
Or what's that? How's that song go? It's like, paint it, paint it.
Oh,
paint
yeah.
it, paint it black.
Isn't that a Rolling Stones song? Yeah.
Paint it black? I don't even know.
We play the song, but then we get demonetized.
Everybody got a favorite song for painting it black? Put it in the comments.
Yep, and while you're commenting, why don't you tell me what I should do about my hair? Or my lack thereof.
Do you really want that on there, huh?
Why not?
Okay.
Pretty sure it'll be bick it off or.
Yeah.
You have hair. It's just gray,
Yeah.
silver.
Yep.
There ain't nothing wrong with that color hair. No, 'cause that is basically.
I'm not making fun of it. I don't want
all I got.
what little hair I have left to run away. So.
We just know once he bicks his hair off with all the many times he's hit his head on stuff, that he's gonna have one ugly head.
Yeah. My top of my head's one big piece of scar tissue, I'm sure. So.
Oh, it's looking good, Dust.
I don't know. Now I'm covering up all my beautiful welds.
Oh, they do look beautiful. Hey, stop for just a sec.
Look at those.
Yeah. We should do a Caden update.
It's actually pretty close. I thought I was gonna have to fix some of the bends, but I think it's just gonna sit in there. I might just need to trim the welds off.
Oh, that looks really good. That bad boy's ready to glue. Those bends are spot on.
Actually, yeah. Okay. Cool.
That's perfect.
Well, I think I might need to.
Oh, yeah, it's level on the back too.
So it sounds like if he was your teacher, he'd give you 100%.
Well, that's usually what I
No,
got.
probably like.
I know.
No, I'd be,
Mr. 4.0 over here.
I'd be the one that give you 92% just to be that guy. So.
Man, I've had those teachers too.
You gotta keep you realistic. You know, I don't want you getting a big
Yeah, I don't
head.
want you to get too big of a head there.
Yeah, you took an hour too long.
Yeah. I grabbed the wrong stuff. We'll have to be quick.
You grabbed the wrong stuff.
This is the fast stuff.
What was it?
Yep.
Looking good though.
It is. Really good.
While you're spraying, you should probably get the front. Look how gross it is. Why don't you just clean that up?
Just do the
and
whole
spray it
thing.
too.
Just
Yeah,
keep on going.
Keep
Okay.
going.
I'll get right on it.
All right.
I gotta finish the back stuff first.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll get it all the way, so I might have to leave it to you and have you finish it.
Oh, no. You just said you got it.
Oh no, I got this back part.
All black and burgundy.
Just about have this done. I've got this hub on, the backing plate's on. These are the brake shoes for the parking brake. It does have disc brakes, so the brake calipers will go here. So we'll see that later. I figured since we were right here, I'd show you the difference between a 9.5 inch 14 bolt and a 10.5 inch 14 bolt. They're both GM axles, and they're both used in 3/4 ton trucks through for the last 30 plus 40 years anyway. So on the ground, this is a 9.5 inch 14 bolt, and this is
He makes it sound like there's more than an inch difference, but it's clearly a 9.5 and a 10.5, so it's an inch.
everything's different. So so first off, the 9.5 inch is a semi-float axle, and a semi-float axle, this is the axle shaft that the wheel bolts to. And the semi-float is characterized by the fact that the wheel bearing rides right here. So the axle not only transfers the torque to drive the car, but all of the weight sits right on the axle shaft itself. Now a full floating axle, like this full float means that none of the weight's on the axle shaft. So it has a hub here that spins a lot like a trailer hub would. There's one right here on the ground. Has two wheel bearings, a bearing there and a bearing right there. And it just slides in on this spindle like that. Has a nut that locks it down. You can adjust the load on the bearing just like a trailer. And so this takes all of the weight not on the axle shaft. So and then it has this separate axle shaft. It slides in. And so all this does, all the axle shaft does, is drive this. There is no weight on that.
So you won't break it in half like you did the last one by...
Right. Yeah, if I break an axle shaft, well, we'll just have one less wheel that's driving, but this will still take all the weight. Unlike that, the only thing that was holding that on was the brake caliper. So a quick rundown on that. And they're both produced to this day. They have seen some changes and upgrades, but Katie found the junk.
just don't drop it, because then, you know, we'll have a man down and it'll be a problem.
That'd be a serious party foul to drop the candies, so especially hot tamales. And that's basically it. Just about ready to finish it up and get some wheels and tires on. That's the part I'm most excited about, is to have those put on it. So.
And then it's ready to play.
Well, a couple little things. We still got to change the doors. But it's close. It's really close.
Dude, go back to eating your tamales. You're loud.
Hey.
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 Hey. I got things to do.
Boy, I said, boy, you're about to exceed the limitations of my medication. All right, so I was missing the shaft for this housing. I used it in another project. So I got this one from Yukon, and it is a cut to fit deal. It's kind of a universal shaft, semi-universal for a 14 bolt. It's getting pretty late in the day, so just trying to wrap up a lot of the stuff on this. Pretty well got her done though. Got the brakes all taken care of. New calipers, new rotors, put the wheel spacers on, did some measuring with these spacers. It makes this rear end exactly the same width as the front end. And I'm sure you're noticing the masking tape over the end here where the axle shaft would go. I ordered the wrong axle. I've got the correct one coming for Tuesday, so it'll be real easy to slide that in once it shows up. There's oil in it, brake lines are on, brakes are bled. Got the one bump stop pad put on, the other one, I can't find the bolts for it, so they're around here somewhere. Everything's kind of a mess, so I'm sure they'll show up once I start getting everything cleaned up. Let's see, this side's all together, shocks are bolted up, vent hose is ran, so it's time to drop it down, put the tires on. It's what I've been waiting for several days, so I want to see what it looks like with the new wheels and tires. So Caden got his tailgate all wrapped up. Looks pretty good. Just have a little bit of metal work to do. Weld up a few of these miscellaneous holes here, and it'll be ready to prime. Looks good. Good job, Caden. And on Bob here, it's all back together. Well, still missing that axle, as you can see, but that won't be any big deal. As soon as the axle shows up, peel the tape off, slide the shaft in, and it's ready to go. Yeah, those wheels and tires definitely made it look a lot more aggressive. I really like them. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I can't wait to get the doors changed, get that axle in, go drive it. It's been a while. Well, I think that does it for now. Till next time, remember, the greatest project you'll ever work on is yourself. Thanks for watching.